For days now, state leaders have urged those with symptoms to call before visiting the doctor. The Utah Department of Health has even set up a coronavirus hotline so folks aren't overwhelming healthcare providers.
News specialist Matt Rascone spoke to the people taking those calls and has more on what we can expect. Matt?
Yeah, as the number of cases goes up, so does the call volume for the coronavirus information line. It's a hotline for those with questions and concerns. And today, we went to the other end to see who's picking up.
It's not the first place to come to mind when you think of the coronavirus. But unbeknownst to many callers,
welcome to the Utah Coronavirus Information Line.
Over the last week, the Utah Poison Control Center,
the phone's ringing nonstop,
has become somewhat of the center for information about COVID-19.
People have lots of questions, and we're here to help.
Dr. Michael Moss is its medical director.
Now, things have really ramped up in the last few days.
He says the typical 100 or so calls a day about poison has turned into hundreds of calls in a matter of hours.
Just about COVID-19.
You might see the number before heading into the doctor's office.
If you are experiencing symptoms including fever,
the Department of Health is encouraging those with fever, cough, or shortness of breath, or who just want information to call to avoid overwhelming healthcare providers.
If so, press 1. If not, press 2.
Stay on the line and you'll get a trained healthcare professional.
There's always new information, and so our staff are used to staying up to date and to the minute.
They might encourage you to stay home, refer you to a doctor, or
pretty case-by-case basis,
recommend testing.
As testing has been limited, we're having to do with the people we know are most likely to have a positive test.
Have you traveled to an area with widespread COVID-19 transmission or had contact with a person infected with COVID-19?
The recent cases and today's state recommendations have only increased the calls.
If you have additional questions
and the work going on behind the scenes.
If this is a medical emergency.
And just in the last 48 hours, they say that number has really picked up, the call volume, just with these recent announcements, and they expect it to continue to do so. They are available to answer that call around the clock. Guys?
Matt Rascone live for us tonight. Thank you, Matt. And here's that number to the hotline. You can call at any time. We also have a lot of information on how to keep you and your family safe. You can find that on our website, ksltv.com.